Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're catching up with us over here. I'm glad you came by. I am D'Lo, also known as Lopez, and you are checking out a new episode of Word on the Skreets. With all the negativity and crazy stories that are going on out there right now, like Diddy being a diddler, conspiracy theories about a big old ship hitting a bridge and knocking it down, and all the turmoil that's going on out in the east or the east on the other side of the planet, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of the Atlantic. I think it's time that we take a step back and entertain ourselves with some other kind of stories, something that I find entertaining and interesting. And that's what I'm here for, to give y'all some of that craziness or interesting stories that I find entertaining, at least. So, anywho, if this is your first time here, do me a quick solid, smash that subscribe button. Once you do that, there's going to be a little notification bell. Once that bell pops up, hit it to all. That way, you know when I drop some new content, whether it's a word on the streets like this, or on the gun line podcast like tomorrow's drop, or a vet bro reaction later on this week. Anyway, a little bit of everything for everyone. And with that being said, if you'd like to go ahead and support us, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing. All right, that's the biggest form of support I can get from you all, because it shows that there is engagement and interest in it. I could only get better, so just comment in there what I could do better, or just tap in and say, "Hey, what's going on? Just wanted to show you some love," and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I can only get better, y'all. I can only get better. Anywho, let's get to this. If you don't know, if you haven't heard, the word on the streets is that you can end up having a threesome for the rest of your life if you marry correctly. And that is exactly what our boy over here, Josh Bowling, did 3 years ago when he married the sisters that are connected by the neck. That's right. Y'all remember them? They're the Hensel twins, Brittany and Abby. Bro, this dude, I got so many questions. I just don't even know where to start with this. Congratulations on their wedding. I'm glad that they found love. I'm hoping that this dude is not going to be a douchebag and just, trying to make a buck out of them. But it seems that they've been together for 3 years. But there's so many questions, just so many fucking questions. Like the tall blonde one is probably the one that he married, because the short brown head girl, she's the ew, out of both of them. But I mean, they're stuck to the same body, so each one controls one half of the other. So I mean, can they both share the same private areas? So he's satisfying two women at one time, if he's even satisfying them at all. I mean, this dude found the loophole. We all dream of having a threesome, but this is a hell of a weird way to go about it. Is it even a threesome? Is it? And I mean, does the other girl, does she like turn her head? Well, does she close her eyes? Like, do they put a blindfold over her when he's hitting? Or, does she get involved in it too? You know what I'm saying? Like when he proposed or when they got into a relationship, did she have to go ahead and agree to it, being that it's her body as well? And when he's beating guts, does he only suck on one titty so he's not cheating on her with their sister? Like, I got so many questions, yo. Um, it's it's crazy, dude. I mean, or does he get to enjoy the full platter? You know what I'm saying? Like when he's got his chorizo inside one of their mouths, does the other one, since she's already down there, like just start giving him a rim job or on the taint? I just have so many questions, yo. Um, it's crazy to me, and I'm happy for them. I really am, and they're teachers, so they won't be doing any OnlyFans anytime soon, which I think would be the way to go. Honestly, they need to do a OnlyFans, because that would probably be the only one that I would subscribe to, y'all. That's the only one I would subscribe to. Um, Speaking of OnlyFans, ah, the next story that I got for you has to do with Gypsy Rose Blanchard, y'all. Oh, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Okay, that's not Gypsy Rose. That's actually Alice the Goon from Popeye. If you ever remember seeing Popeye, she's the Goon. But tell me that the fucking resemblance is not uncanny. It's like fucking, they're the same ones, yo. They're the same person. But yeah, Gypsy Rose has started her own freaking OnlyFans site. Hey, more power to her. You know, who would have thought that the marriage that she jumped into right after getting out of prison for murking her mom wouldn't have lasted forever and a day, you know? Who would have thought that marrying her would end up in a divorce and her jumping onto motherfucking OnlyFans to make a buck? I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna pay $50 a month for that. Sorry, Gypsy Rose. It's not gonna happen. I don't think. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some suckers out there that do that, and it's making me want to go ahead and open up a freaking OnlyFans and sell myself out there. You know what I'm saying? I have no issue showing my body, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm in pretty good shape. I mean, round is a pretty good shape, right? So I don't know, dude. I mean, I prefer to see the conjoined twins instead. You know, I'd rather see them than oh, Alice the Goon over here, aka Gypsy Rose. I don't know. I mean, does she got some nice titties? Maybe. I don't know. Does she got cute feet? I don't know. But I know that her face is ugly. That's what I do know. And it's ugh. So does she got a butter face? I mean, is that what she has? I'm not gonna pay for it and find out, but I'll tell you what I will do for all of y'all that don't know this hack. You see how it says Gypsy Rose? All you gotta do is copy that, paste it into your Google, and then put OnlyFans after it. Hit images, bam, you're done. Free 90 free. You don't have to pay a buck for it. I'm just saying. If you want to see, it's there. So yeah, that's for old Gypsy Rose out there. I'm telling you, dog. I thought that I had seen it all already with all those newses, but $50 a fucking month for Gypsy Rose, it's not gonna happen, dog. You are not worth $50 a month. I'm sorry. Unless you had three titties like that chick did on fucking Total Recall, no way. And there's no way, no how. I mean, you got to have some videos of you doing some crazy shit on there. Still, $50 a month. That's a little steep. That's a little bit too much. I'd rather go fucking get me a prostitute and bust a nut in her $50. Get some sucky sucky. You know what I'm saying? Just love me long time, then pay for that. But that's just me. Apparently, she has at least seven fucking people that view her or subscribe to her because she has 7 hearts, I guess, and 10 videos and 26 pictures. So, you know what? I'm going to find out what she got on there and then I'll report back to you all. Last but not least, the only way you get me to sign up to see this bitch would be if I was doing what these TikTokers are doing now. These geniuses have discovered Mad Dog 2020. Y'all, I grew up on this shit back in the 80s and 90s. All right. I am a 80s, 90s kid. I was born in 1977. So the Mad Dog 2020 era was definitely mine. And I tell you what, for you youngsters that are coming up, you Gen Zers, this is not for you. This drink is not for you. Specifically because you have to have a certain level of trauma that you had to have witnessed and survived, and then a certain tolerance that your liver and your kidneys had built up. All right. We were bred for that specifically. Remember, we came from the generation where our fathers would thank us for bringing them a beer from the fridge by letting us get a sip of the beer. I mean, unless you had, and then once they got drunk enough, they'll give you a beer. And this is when you were like 9, 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. We come from that generation where we were prepped as a young one. And if I know anything about my generation with you guys, you Gen Zers, we overcorrected a lot and made y'all soft as motherfucking cotton balls. So you aren't ready for that. That 2020 Mad Dog will bring you down and beat you like a pulp. I'm telling you, the next day you're gonna wake up thinking you went 2 rounds with Mike Tyson, because that's how fast you're gonna get knocked on your ass by 2020 Mad Dog. I'm just saying it's not worth it. But if you guys want to keep on going into the 90s nostalgia, make sure y'all check out Cisco's. All right. That's a step above Mad Dog 2020. Cisco is Mad Dog's evil twin brother. All right. Now I'll tell you something about 2020 Mad Dog, and I'll wrap it up with this. There's a reason I don't drink anymore. I've been sober since August 18th, 2018. And there's a specific reason why I remember that date very well. Is because August 19th, 2018, I woke up in jail after drinking the one blue raspberry that homegirl has right there. I thought I was cool again, thought I was like 19, 18, like I was back in the day, drinking it up and downing it. Next thing I know, cherries and berries behind me, and I woke up in Comal County Jail. So, yeah, that's going to be my episode today. It was quick, to the point, the way I like doing it. And let me know if y'all got any stories that are worth being the word on the streets. That's all I got for y'all today, man. Stay tuned for tomorrow's new episode of the On the Gun Line podcast, where either I'll have an interview or a point of view. I don't have an interview set up yet, but I'll definitely have a point of view, because I always have a lot of those. All right, and keep an eye out for Vet Bro Reactions. I got to get out of here and go pick up my son. So with that said, D-Lo letting you go, and I'll catch y'all next time with a new Word on the Streets. Deuces, y'all.